Hello. Welcome to the Detroit Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
Weren't allowed in here. What's your problem? Buy me a drink?
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Listen, I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us. You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See that, Jim? Wonders of technology. Make it a double. Did you say homicide? You wait here. I won't be long.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
Fucking A, that brace thing.
Josh Douglas from Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a homicide?
I'm not confirming anything.
Typical DPD, they don't tell us shit.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me. What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan till this asshole found me.
So, you got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. Tenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so I thought he'd drop by, see what was going on. That Jeez, that smell. It was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth, you got it?
Got it.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit. Each letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human writes like this. Chris, was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos like the party. Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time. Was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
get away from the android. All right, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah. What are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Check something.
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Holy shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now! Come on!
What's going on, everybody? Draco Invictus here with a little bit of commentary on the episode. I think this is how I want to do it, so I can still communicate to you guys without interrupting the actual story. Of course, you're going to be watching footage from what you just saw here, and I'm just going to ramble on for a couple minutes and talk about my thoughts on the episode, what I think about the characters, the game in general, and we're just going to kind of brush over a few things. And if you guys would like to see this a little bit differently, just let me know down in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of the game? What do you think of the way I'm playing the game? Now, of course, we want to avoid spoilers at all costs. This is my very first playthrough of the game, so let's keep it spoiler-free. And we will just talk about what we know so far in the game. So, as we can see, we are catching up with Connor here. He is in search of Lieutenant Anderson, also known as Hank, and he is in a bar, and I like Connor's scan feature, how he has different protocols for tying into databases and stuff like that. You can use this feature with Kara, but it's more of, you know, what things can I do, you know, like we saw in the introductions video. It's about taking out the trash, picking up the dishes, turning on the vacuum, interacting with her environment that way. Connor's tools seem very, very different, and I like the fact that you're using the same kind of tool in a very different way. And I just have to say that the characters in this game are just beautiful. The motion capture they've done a phenomenal job with it. If you guys don't know, every character in this game is a motion capture. It's actually the faces that you're seeing are the faces of the motion capture actors that are standing in a stage wearing hundreds of little dots on their faces so that the computer can map it all. I just think that it's very well done. It's great to see that the technology in gaming is moving so far ahead. These people are really photorealistic. If you look at the actual actors and some of these faces you're going to recognize, you've seen them in regular works and stuff like that. Like the actor who plays Hank Anderson, Clancy Brown. You've seen him in all kinds of films and TV shows and stuff like that. And his portrayal in this game, I mean, it looks like Clancy Brown. There's no mistaking who that actor is, and in that regard, they've done such a phenomenal job. So here we're learning a little bit more about Hank, what his feelings are toward androids. You know, we've seen the demonstrators in front of CyberLife. We've seen how Carl interacts with Marcus. And now we're seeing how Hank is interacting with androids, and it seems like he doesn't care for him too much. Again, in this episode, we see a lot of Connor using the tools that he has in an investigative situation, analyzing blood, analyzing the drugs, analyzing the therium or blue blood. And we get to see a lot of interaction with these guys, and it's turned into this whole buddy cop kind of a thing. And I'm really, really interested to see where we take this. And of course, what I mean by that is with my decisions in the game, this story is going to be molded around what decisions I make. So their relationship could be completely adversarial throughout the entire game. Or who knows, we may be able to break through Hank's shell and have him see Connor as something more than just a plastic asshole, as he called him. So time will just tell as to where we go with this. And I'm not sure. I mean, granted, I know some of the storyline. Okay, I know the idea behind what's going on with the androids and stuff like that. I don't know the end game, and I know that there's multiple ways that this thing can end. So it's going to be very interesting to see what choices I end up making and how it influences the end story. So that is just a little recap of this episode, and I just wanted to touch base with you because I know some of you really, really want to hear from me about what's going on in each of these episodes, so I want to give you a little bit of that. It'll always be at the end of the episode so that you get to watch the episode without any commentary or narration by me, and then I'll come back and maybe, who knows, what we'll have in future episodes and stuff like that, but here it is. So if you guys stuck around for this, I really, really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button, click the bell notification icon so that you get notified the next time I post a video. And as always, I just want to thank you all for coming out and watching today. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day in my life. See ya!